He's delivered.
Now, weather alert from the Northwest Arkansas Weather Authority.
Hi, Chief Meteorologist Dan Skoff. Wanted to update you on this storm. Tornado now is confirmed and observed, and it's a dangerous tornado as it's crossing I-40. So let's get to the latest. We'll check out Mega Doppler, and you can see the storm rapidly increasing its rotation and circulation just to the east of Gore. We do have one of our storm spotters, Joshua Myers. He'll be calling into the phoner line here shortly, and he is located very close to Vian as he's looking off to the west, and you can see this storm. So the area of circulation right now really strengthening quite a bit, and this is going to be literally just north of I-40 as the tornado has already crossed I-40, and it will be moving across U.S. Highway 64. So a very intense storm. Let me put some of these roads on here so you know exactly what we're looking at. State Highway 10 and also on Highway 64. Okay, Josh Myers, I know you're on the line right now. Are you seeing this tornado, and do you have your stream loaded?
Yes, I do have a stream loaded. I do not have a visual on the tornado. I can see the cyclone.
Thank you.
Okay, I think
just roughly about 2 miles.
Okay, so what's your exact location right now? Your phone just kind of cut a little bit in and out, and it doesn't look like your stream is up right now. I know that cells. Go ahead. Go ahead, Josh, if you can hear me. Yep. I know the phone's cutting in and out, but go ahead.
Yeah, I am roughly 2 miles north of Vian.
Okay. Are you seeing any type of rotation, a tornado on the ground at all? There is an observed tornado, according to the Weather Service, and a confirmed observed tornado. So just let us know if you continue to see this. So 9:35, and you break in any time as soon as you see anything. Okay, Josh? We're going to keep you on the line. I know that cell service can be real spotty north of I-40 as soon as you get north of I-40 on Vian. But this is where that circulation now is currently located as it crosses Highway 82. We're going to zoom in on this a little bit more. And this is that area of circulation. Let me bring this up full as it's already passed the Highway 64, should I say, and right now it's on 4460, and just a strong circulation that's just to the east of Gore Elementary. So this is an intense storm that is producing a tornado. Now, if we zoom out here a little bit more, you'll notice that this is a confirmed tornado. What do we mean by that? Well, you can see, one, that you've got a different looking storm polygon. It's got a black line in between two red lines, and if we look at if there's debris, there's literally the radar is seeing debris within this storm as it's going to be moving towards Redbird Smith. So Redbird Smith, take your tornado precautions immediately. This is this blue area right here is the radar that's picking up different sizes and shapes of objects. And Josh, if you're still on the line, tell me what you're seeing as this storm. You're the eyes and ears out in the field. Okay, obviously we lost his phone line. Hopefully he'll call back in. But Redbird Smith, you need to take your tornado precautions immediately. This is a confirmed tornado. The radar is observing debris within the tornado. This was strengthening as it was crossing I-40, and now it's moving just to the north of Carlisle and will continue northeast. It's moving northeast at about 40 miles an hour, so an intense storm. And control room, let me know when we have the phoner back on the line, when Josh Myers is back on the line here. We'll take a look here at this storm. So James Hilger is calling as well. So whenever you get a hold of them,
we're trying to find the encoder number for.
All right. So we're taking a look at this storm, and just to the east of Gore, southwest of Redbird Smith, an evening shade, very intense storm and a strong circulation. All right, Josh, go ahead and tell me what you're seeing right now and where you're located.
Okay, once again, I'm about, looks like about 4 miles north of Vian, heading north. Storm is to my left. I am seeing a lot of inflow right now, actually. There's a lot of lightning.
Okay, keep talking.
I do not see the actual tornado or any power flashes, but I am keeping a close eye on it.
Okay, Josh, I can tell you that there is confirmed debris, and it is a radar observed tornado looking at what we call a correlation coefficient. So it shows that there are different sizes and shapes of objects that are in the field that the radar is picking up. So this is a confirmed tornado that has touched down. So you just keep an eye on it. If you see power flashes, break in, let me know immediately. Again, take your tornado precautions west of Sequoia County. Let me give you the latest track on this so you know exactly where this is headed. And we apologize for interrupting your programming, but in our viewing area, we've got a very intense storm that continues to produce tornado potential and even has an observed tornado. So Redbird Smith, this tornado is literally right on top of you right now. Just to the west of Redbird Smith, very intense circulation. And if we look at this, this is going to be on County Road E1000. So let me plot that on here so you can see that. Tornado is going to continue to move to the northeast, and you'll notice here as we check out areas southwest of Black Gum. So we've got, again, another area, East 970 Road. So all of those areas, Black Gum, Box, east of Paradise Hill, Evening Shade, and as it crosses into, again, you need to take your tornado precautions as this crosses into Haskell County. It's going to be in central Haskell County, and then it's going to eventually make its way into southwestern Adair County. This is definitely the strongest storm of the night, and unfortunately, it is continuing to lift northeast into parts of northwest Arkansas. So that's the track on this storm as it moves northeast. And Josh, are you still on the line?
Yes, I've pulled over. I am looking back to my southwest. I am actually to the northeast of the circulation.
Okay, I still don't see your stream, just to let you know. You might want to try restarting that and try to get that back running so we can get some visual on what's happening with this storm.
All right, yeah, copy that.
Okay, just stay on the line if you can. So a new update, Melissa, you tell me here on NWS chat, we've got the radar indicated. This is a new tornado warning that's for the area. Let's see here. Observed, okay, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near Lake Tenkiller State Park, and it's moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. So Redbird Smith, this is a destructive tornado that just came to the west side of Redbird Smith. Some of these other areas that are, you can see some of the roads on here. We have 979 Road. Let me go ahead and we're going to put on the Mega Doppler source so you can see exactly what we're talking about. So this is that area of circulation. Oh, that is intense. 979 Road. West of Black Gum, need to take your tornado precautions. East 970. And as it continues to track to the northeast at about 40 miles an hour, it will be crossing into Haskell County. So this is also going to make its way into Adair County. This is an intense storm. You've got strong circulation. We got the red colors that are moving towards the radar. The green colors, the green colors moving towards the radar, red colors away. So we're looking at the storm from the Fort Smith radar, and this is that circulation. This is definitely the strongest circulation of the night. You notice here at the top of the screen we've got tornado warning, and then we've got the tornado confirmed with the black line in the middle, and that is showing that this is a observed tornado, a considerable damage threat tornado. It's north of I-40 now, and we haven't heard of any damage, but this likely had either producing a tornado or was just about to as it crossed I-40. And so, Josh, if you're still out there, you know, keep me updated. You're literally right next to the storm. What are you seeing right now?
Again, I do believe it's cycling right now. There is a lot of intense inflow going into the storm. Lightning is still very intense.
And you're not seeing any type of power flashes? You're not seeing any type of indications of a tornado?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment, okay. Well, the circulation is intense. It's very strong. And on top of that, the radar is seeing that. So it sounds more like a rain-wrapped tornado potentially, but strong inflow. And Josh Myers is located just to the north of Vian. And are you on Highway 82?
Yeah, I'm at Highway 82, just south of the intersection of State Highway 100, which is roughly about 2 miles from Evening Shade.
I will text you what number are engineered.
Oh, yeah, so it's even a stronger circulation now east of 970. And if we look at this tornado rotation indicator on, you're going to notice that this is not just a small rotation now. We're talking about a strong circulation. So here's a look at the tornado tracker. We got the tornado likely, and it's approaching a strong tornado. This is a very serious and dangerous situation. If you are in western and northwestern Sequoia County, take your tornado precautions immediately. There will no doubt be damage from this. We're seeing the damage with the radar showing debris. This is that area of circulation. So instead of showing all the reds and greens and the different colors, we've got this right here that's literally pinpointing the exact area. Josh, are you on there?
Yeah, Dan, I just got hit with some really strong winds. I'm dropping back south.
Okay. So you're getting hit by what's called the rear flank downdraft, the RFD.
That is correct.
This is a very strong circulation, Josh. But the good news is you are a little bit to the south and east of the circulation. So you've got the rear flank downdraft that's wrapping around you, and a very intense storm. You don't have your stream loaded, right? Correct?
The stream was operating. I don't know if they're having network issues or if it's just my reception. The stream was working, though.
Okay. So just to reiterate, you are southeast of Blackgum, and you should be looking to your northwest, and you would be able to see, and you're going to be able to see damage, too, as well. There will be damage from this storm. This is a very, very intense circulation that is probably the strongest of the day. So this is an incredibly strong circulation. If we look at this, this is a destructive tornado, folks. We're talking very dangerous. So this is on the border of, you know, and obviously the damage scale isn't done until after they come out and survey, but we're looking at definitely EF2 or stronger on this rotation, especially as close as it is to the radar as well. This radar beam's only measuring this couplet at about 2,700 feet off the ground. So a very, very intense storm. I want to do a storm track on this just to let you know where this is headed. As we look at Mega Doppler, we've got the tornado tracker on there. But let's take a look at, first of all, the big picture. This is the only storm that's to be concerned with at the moment. There is another tornado warning north of Tulsa, but that's not even close to our viewing area. So we're going to focus in on this storm. And Josh, if you see anything, you let me know, okay? And you just break on and interrupt me. But here's this storm moving northeast at 40, so I want to put a track on this. Where is this headed, and who needs to take shelter from this? We already talked about how it was at Lake Tenkiller. Now it's going to be moving towards the air park at Tenkiller Lake. So again, get downstairs under something, and what we say is center of the house and keep away from windows. Here's the very latest information on this tornado warning. A confirmed extremely dangerous tornado was located 3 miles northeast of Lake Tenkiller State Park, moving northeast at 40. That's the track that I have on the screen right now. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. You're in the life-threatening situation, and flying debris could be deadly. Don't wait to hear the tornado. It's at night. It could be rain-wrapped. Josh is experiencing very strong winds on the south side of the storm, which will what we call the rear flank downdraft. And Josh, have those winds weakened at all right now?
Yeah, it's weakened pretty substantially, but I will agree with you, it's definitely rain wrapped.
Okay,
it's still on the ground, it's definitely rain wrapped.
So we have a rain-wrapped tornado, which is an eyewitness report from Josh Myers, because he can't see it, and he's very close to it. I'd say less than 2 miles away. You would be able to see a strong tornado like this. So, again, we have tornado warning, a very dangerous observed tornado with debris. And here's what we can look at here if you want to see. There's the actual confirmed debris that's showing up just to the northwest of Evening Shade. So some of these roads on here, we've got Cato Creek Road, Black Gum Road, Sunset Lane, all of those areas experiencing this intense storm. And again, if we go back to our view here, our wide view, that is going to be the only storm that's of concern. We bring back our tornado rotation indicator, and there you can see that storm very strong. In fact, it might even have a little bit of what we call a debris ball as well. So as we take a look here at Mega Doppler, we'll show you this storm. We'll zoom in, and there's the area of circulation. I mean, Melissa, this is incredible. This is a very, very strong rotation. This is a violent, potentially violent tornado. Cookson, you need to take your tornado precautions immediately. Dry Creek. Now, when we say tornado precautions, what do we mean by that? Let me show you here. We've got what we call DUCK. It's our acronym for tornado safety. So we want to get downstairs under something, center of the house, and keep away from windows. So here's a look at, and we always tell this to all the kids, but this is such an important thing to do, especially if you are in Haskell County as well as southwestern Adair County. You want to get downstairs. You want to get underneath something if you're in the Cookson area, center of the house, and finally keep away from windows. Now, Josh, keep in mind this storm could morph, and we could see it turn from HP, or what we call a high precipitation supercell, and then at times you might be able to see visibility. Are you seeing any type of power flashes? I mean, it struck a pretty heavily populated area.
I still haven't seen any power flashes. There is a lot of hills around here, but I will note, too, the looks like all the rural street lamps and all the other power places, all the power is all out in this area.
Okay. So clearly we do have power outages from a tornado that's come through the area. Now, we do have your stream finally loaded. Thank you, Josh, for getting that back online. Let's bring up Weather 3 if we can. And so there's a look at Weather 3, and you can see that storm obviously causing a little bit of issues here with some of the connections. There's the lightning. What would you say the lightning is? Is it intense, Josh, or is it kind of weakened a little bit?
Yeah, the lightning is actually weakened a little bit. It's not as intense as it was. I haven't seen very many clouds around flashes or bolts.
Let me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this now, Josh, this is an intense storm. This is violent. This is a violent circulation. We're talking deadly. Best to get below ground if you can. It's literally moving right now over Lake 10 Killer Lake. This is a very dangerous storm. If we read the latest, this is a life-threatening situation. And it's tough to see. I mean, we've got a storm spotter, Joshua Myers. He's very close by. You can see his stream right now. That stream, in fact, we can't even see the tornado. Very limited visibility. Obviously, very hilly area. And, okay, we got a new update now coming out on the tornado warning as well. So let me put another track on this to show you exactly where this is headed. Now, if you're watching and you're like, there's not many storms in the northwest Arkansas area, yes, that's true. But this storm has a ripe environment. It's moving east, and it could make it into northwest Arkansas. And we have to see how it evolves. With some of the rain that we had earlier, that could limit the severe weather potential. But we will continue to watch that. So, live Doppler radar, again, we're going to put a track on this. And Josh, I'm amazed that you can't see any type of power flashes or anything with this storm. This is one of the stronger circulations I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, the terrain is very hilly. There's a lot of wooded area. It's not the ideal environment for observation at night.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. And that's why you're out there, to keep us safe. So, again, we've got Cookson. Go ahead.
I am continuing a track next to it. It looks like it's pulling away to my northeast just a little bit.
Okay, so if you're asking where this is at, this is in eastern Oklahoma. It's in Haskell County and western Adair County. Now, the actual circulation is 10 Killer Lake Air Park, Barber, Tailholt. Those are the areas that are going to be impacted. And you can see on our radar here, when we bring that up, there's the track of this moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. Briggs Elementary School, Eldon, Sanders at 1022. So this is clearly a strong storm with a confirmed tornado. But I don't think it's been observed visually, though. As Joshua Myers has been out there, he has not been able to track this. It's observed from radar, but it's not being able to be observed by anybody visually. So as we said, it's rain wrap.
I do believe
Yes?
I will say yes, it's definitely rain wrapped because I was on the outer edge of it. I felt very strong rear flank downdraft winds from it.
Yeah, you could definitely tell. Now, what the rear flank downdraft winds are, so we've got two things on the screen right now, so you can kind of see that. This blue area right here, this is a tremendous amount of debris. That is about as classic and as textbook as it gets when you're looking at debris within a tornado. This dark blue area, here's what's happening. The radar, and by the way, this is right now in southern Haskell County. So it crossed over from Sequoia County. This is eastern Oklahoma. I know it's not northwest Arkansas, but it does include our weather coverage area. And this weather coverage area people are watching this storm as it tracks to the northeast. So this is a very intense, strong tornado. And you will see from tomorrow the damage swath that this storm creates. It almost reminds me a little bit of the storm that came through a few years ago, back in 2011, which was the May 24th, 25th tornado. That was the Denning-Etna tornado. This is very similar strength, very similar intensity, which is why we're continuing to be on this storm. And I know there's a college football game that you were watching on our Fox 24 station, but this is life-threatening, potentially deadly storm that is going to be crossing into Adair County. It's a little bit slow-moving. So, Josh, you're still on the line. You must be crossed over into Haskell County, right? Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
And we've got, I can see the hazard lights on someone in front of you. There's the circulation. There's it showing up. That's the debris. So this is the radar saying, you know what, all these objects aren't the same size, width, shape. So this is clearly an intense tornado with lots of debris. Are there any reports, Melissa? Are you on NWS chat?
I've been monitoring NWS chat for a while now. So far, the only reports we're seeing are coming out of Sequoia County. Power lines are down on Highway 64 west of Vian. So we know that if you're in that area, do avoid Highway 64 west of Vian. Even though the storm may have already passed through that area, those down power lines will most definitely present a danger in themselves. But right now, there's other damage. They are looking to confirm potentially a trailer park being hit as well. So a lot, like you said, this is an extremely large and dangerous tornado that they have confirmed near Cookson, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour.
And you have to take your tornado precautions.
Absolutely.
Get downstairs, under something, center a house, keep away from windows. We cannot let our guard down on this storm. Dry Creek, if you're in that area, immediately take your tornado precautions. 10 killer, as you mentioned, Cookson, and it's literally just to the west of Cookson. So if you know someone that lives west of Cookson, this is about as strong as the circulation gets. This is, and just to let you know, these orange colors that you're seeing on the screen, we're talking nearly 80, 90 mile an hour, or should I say over almost 100 mile an hour winds that are racing away from the tornado. So this is the inflow that Josh was talking about. Very strong inflow that was racing away from the radar. And then you have some blue colors that are showing up on there on the left side of your screen. This is in knots, by the way. So knots is a little bit less than a mile per hour. You know, you have like 50 knots is 58 mile an hour winds. So here you see some of these blue shades that are popping up. We're talking almost 150 to 160 mile an hour difference just by crossing over 1 pixel. So that's what we call gate-to-gate shear. This is an incredible storm with very strong circulation and likely damaging, destructive, potentially deadly tornado. So I can't stress that enough. You need to take your tornado precautions. And the most dangerous thing out of everything is that we have Josh Myers. He's on the line, one of our storm spotters. He can't see it. It's totally rain-wrapped. There's rain completely surrounding the tornado. He felt the winds, which is why if you are in the storm or you can hear a roar that's coming your way in Haskell County. And I know it's a little bit of a gray area. Our weather coverage area includes Adair County and Sequoia County. Well, this storm is passing in between those two counties, but it's a dangerous, destructive tornado. So maybe you're watching, you have friends or family that live in the Haskell County area, and you're like, I better warn them. And you know, if we cause one more person to be warned out of this, then we've done our job. So, Josh, go ahead and give us an update now as you're on this storm. Tell me what you're seeing.
as of right now, I'm just continuing to drive north. I'm roughly about 2 miles south of Dry Creek area. And as of right now, I mean, it's still got a little bit of lightning, but it's nowhere near it was earlier.
Okay, you got to be careful because the storm is just west of Cookson. So if you are a little bit just south of Dry Creek, what road are you on right now? Are you on 82? On Highway 82?
Yeah, I'm still on 82. That's correct.
So the tornado would be almost to your due west. So be careful. Yeah, I can see exactly where you're at on the thing, Lake Tenkiller Airport. I take that back. It's just to your northwest. So if you're driving right now, you're driving a little bit northeast on your track. I can see that. In fact, why don't we go ahead and we'll bring up his spotter network and see if we can bring that up on there and show where Josh is. Looks like there's a big failure in the spotter network, by the way. There's no spotter network reports coming out, so that's definitely not a good thing to happen on a day like today. Go ahead, Josh. Sorry.
Yeah, I was actually observing my radar just now. It looks like the update is showing it to my due north now.
Okay, yeah, and that's what I see. So if this is a tornado, you will literally start to encounter damage that it looks like it's not going to cross Highway 82, so it's going to be a little west of Highway 82. This is literally tracking right over Lake Tenkiller in Sequoia County. So it's just a little bit southwest of Cookson, a little southwest of Dry Creek. So that's good news, but Lake Tenkiller Airport could be taking a direct hit, as you said. So now the new update where you're at, Josh, it's just a little bit to your west-southwest. So here comes a new warning that's issued. Still a very intense rotation, and they might be extending this tornado warning.